Just 3 weeks, many Georgia voters will once again be casting ballots, and this time for the primary runoffs.
Yeah, Republicans have already settled all of their statewide races, so the focus will be on the Democratic runoffs. 11 Alive's Doug Richards looks at why these races matter.
These Democratic runoffs matter because Democrats actually started winning statewide races in 2020, and because these offices can touch the lives of Georgians across the state. One of the Democratic races on the runoff ballot is for Secretary of State, which administers Georgia's elections. Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger won the GOP primary last week, but Democrats B. Wynn and D. Dawkins-Hagler will square off in the June runoff, with Raffensperger facing the winner in November.
I am poised to take him on in November, and I am poised to understand what his weaknesses are and his record in the General Assembly.
Dawkins-Hagler and Wynn say they agree on the issues. The difference, they say, is experience.
I come to the table with a wealth of experience, more policy experience, more work experience in corporate America and in the voting rights arena.
In a state where Republicans have had to react to Donald Trump's false claims of a stolen election and where Democrats want to expand voter access, no race on the runoff ballot will have higher visibility than Secretary of State. Democrats will also have to choose nominees for runoffs for Labor Commissioner, the office that handled unemployment claims during the pandemic, plus Insurance Commissioner. The last one elected went to federal prison, and Lieutenant Governor, where two Democrats are vying to face the Trump-backed Republican who won last week's primary. But not everybody can vote in these runoff races. Voters who pulled Republican ballots for the primary can't vote in the Democratic runoff. The turnout is expected to be a fraction of last week's vote, and the candidates know it.
It will be a task to ensure that voters know that there is a runoff election taking place June 21st.
What we know is that people who are adamant voters, who are super voters, they'll come back out.
Because of the short 3-week turnaround, the Democrats running for Secretary of State are urging voters to apply for absentee ballots as soon as possible, or they'd prefer make plans to vote in person. Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.